Hello, good evening. I don't know why we have got a black screen. Let me shout at OBS. Whilst I do that, welcome back to Season 2 of the World Tour Series. And I would like to introduce the Lord Mayor of Toga Town, Mr. Hayden Sweet.
Lord, what was that?
Lord Mayor.
Lord Mayor.
Yeah, Mayor's not enough and Lord is just a bit too much without something else, so...
Ah, right, yeah, does it start with a G, does it?
Oh my god, what is going on? Right, let me try this instead. Right, I believe you, have you got something you want to say to everybody, or?
Oh, hi. No, I'm
No.
joking. Yes. So, yeah, whilst you're having a few technical moments, we are in the
Technical
dark
issues.
right now. I mean, it's actually quite good because it's actually very fitting for today's race, because the race right now is currently at night, so it's set to like 6 a.m. in game time.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you've got it set to a black screen,
Well, yeah. I mean, coincidental, but yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's not like we've planned this at all, is it?
No,
really?
no,
Let's
no,
be honest.
not at all.
Let's be honest. I can see you frantically going or clicking around on
I
OBS
am.
now
I am.
to get it to work. But anyway, whilst I let you
Click away.
settle away, I have some interesting breaking news for people that are just tuning in today's stream. I had a very interesting conversation, and now let me get it correct, the terminology correct. I had a Discord call today with the VP of competition at Motorsport Games.
Oh.
And I done a demo of how Toga sets up events on SimGrid.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you guys might know Motorsport Games. Oh, let's push my volume up.
Yeah, I'm just going to.
Quiet.
Yeah, there we go. You're just going to blow your eardrums out now.
Okay, yeah, perfect. So, yes, like I said, I had a meeting with the VP of competition at Motorsport Games. Obviously, you guys may or may not know, Motorsport Games are the developer of R Factor 2 and for the new recent LMU game. Sorry about that noise. And they are looking to promote or push their content off of LMU onto SimGrid. They have a slightly different way of setting up events, i.e. servers, obviously of ACC, you guys may or may not know. We buy a dedicated server from a server host, install the stuff on there, so on and so forth, and obviously then run a file which basically boots up the server. LMU's built obviously slightly differently to Kunos' system, and it's quite an enclosed infrastructure or ecosystem, and they're looking at ways to basically get people like us, communities like us, onto hosting LMU races. I was told today that Toga will officially get first refusal of creating a LMU community race when they drop their content on SimGrid in the upcoming future, which
amazing.
I thought was insane.
That is.
Yeah, we are. Have a very close relationship with Motorsport Games. Obviously, I don't want to say how, just in case it's not allowed, or there's that written rule.
Yep.
But we are very, very close to Motorsport Games, and we are blessed to be able to have conversations with them and help them to structure some sort of setup between SimGrid and LMU. But I was thinking earlier while I was having my dinner, this is how sad I am. Imagine actually replicating a proper Le Mans race for the full 24 hours. The hypercars, GT3s. Yeah, that would be. That I think that would bring in so many people to the platform, wouldn't it?
Yep.
It really would.
Yep.
Amirius, I know about that, the GT3 DLC. I'm now not allowed to say about that. But I know it's a potential. Put it that way.
Can I thank whoever it is that now you can't say many things? Can I thank them personally?
Yes.
Sorry.
Someone on Twitch has said, "Hello, are you racing 4 hours of Monza?"
Yes, we are. Well,
yes,
not
the
Hayden
Esports
and
team
me.
is.
We are. We're in different cars. We fell out. Don't like each other now anymore.
Yeah, what happened there?
I don't know. I don't know. I think who are you racing with? It's not Reese.
Reese, yeah, Reese.
It is Reese. I think you guys had paired up, and then Davida messaged me to ask if I wanted to race with him. So.
Okay, yeah. No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Should we just before we get cracking? Should we just let the stream know that this might not be the best ever commentary about the actual race tonight, even though we've got some ridiculously fast drivers today.
Yeah.
We haven't spoken in about a week, have we?
This is our usual catch-up time.
yeah. So yeah, the World Tour is basically should be renamed as Aiden and Mac just chat. It should just be a chatting stream. Yeah. So, but
yeah, we might talk about the race now and again. Just don't expect us to be talking constantly about it. There are, I mean, wow, there are some really quick drivers out there already. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, we're going to have a really competitive grid tonight.
Do you want to say what you were saying about the fastest time in the driver briefing?
Yeah, so, I mean, hopefully we'll see it again in the next, what have we got, 10 minutes. But car 33, which is Uval Sharon, I think that's how you pronounce the name, did a 1:42.9, I believe, in the practice session, which for me personally, I've never seen anybody go that fast.
No.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone go that fast here before. I think it was a 1:42.9. Davide's in the chat. I'm sure he'll be able to, and Barry's in the chat. I'm sure they're about to confirm that.
Yeah.
But yeah, bloody hell, that was. I've never seen a lap time.
That is crazy.
Like that fast.
It really is crazy. You're racing too, Vantia. You hope you're almost as good as Toga. Zero practice for me. Oh man, I've had some secret practice sessions with Davida, I have to say.
Have you now?
Yes, I have.
Have you now? So that makes that brings it all together. So Davida, myself, who else was in the call last night? Was it yesterday or the day before? We were just chatting about practice, and Davida seemed very confident. Put it that way.
Oh God, no! Don't put pressure on me.
No. Davida seemed extremely and a bit too confident for my liking as well. I was like,
God.
this can't be right. This can't be right.
I'm going to stay up all night practicing now. You do realise that.
Yeah, well, yeah, so am I. So essentially, after this stream tonight, I am jumping straight into the practice session, and I'm going to stay up until I can crack the good 48s at
Monza. Nice, strong talking.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try at least.
I think Scrub's shouting on you, but it's Hayden.
Yeah, who the hell is that? Hang on, what does he want? What do you want? What do you want from me?
I know. Stop interrupting our chat session.
I mean, I'm checking my DMs. He's not in my DMs. What is he
sliding into his DMs, eh?
No, what does he want?
I don't know. He's just put Hayden then, bro. Can't even spell his own name right. What? You would need to see the stream to understand what on earth he's talking about. I'm actually leaving that now. That's quite funny.
Hang on, what do you mean I can't spell my name right?
No, I think Reese thought you'd just type something that's now shown on the stream.
Oh, okay. I haven't. What have I typed?
You haven't typed anything. It was me that typed it, and I spelled your name wrong.
Oh dear.
I've only known him for about a year, you know, so you need to give me a bit of slack.
Yeah, not too long. Right, hang on. Sorry. So yeah, how have you been? Are you ready for today's race?
I am. I've been looking through the lineup, and there are some extremely fast drivers that we know of, but there are obviously people who are now racing who we don't know of who are extremely fast. At the moment, I mean, a 1:42.6 from Edvardson. Jeez Louise, yeah. I couldn't even dream of that.
Yeah, it's a joke. Honestly, Mac, but the people that we're attracting now into our leagues is insane. Davide actually sent me a DM the other day. We actually had a proper SRO Esports driver racing the 6 hours of Silverstone, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he won it.
Oh, all right, okay.
I didn't know. I didn't know this, and I'm sure he raced in World Tour Season 1 as well and won it.
Right.
Alex Romane. Yeah, that's it. So apparently, he's actually an SRO Esports driver.
Oh my God! Well, that would then explain why he was able to get back to P1 again. That was an amazing fight between that team and I can't even remember the name of the team that came in second.
I know who you mean.
They were back and forward, and wow. So yeah, that's just amazing. We also had. Did we not have a Veloce driver drive in one of our
We
races.
the junior Veloce drivers, didn't we?
It was a Nürburgring.
It was,
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. We did have a Veloce junior team race.
Who drove?
Was it 24 hours of Nords, wasn't it? Sorry, the 4 hours of Nords.
4 hours Nords it was.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
wow, like last to first. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember. Yes. Oh, well, then the Lexus.
Yeah, they were in the Lexus as well.
And
like,
they had a big crash, didn't they, at the end with a back marker?
That's right.
Yeah.
That was. Yeah. It was a.
Sorry, that Vantia asked what cars we're driving. So we are actually super blessed to, and I actually have to give credit where credit is due here. My fellow commentator has had or started the idea of the Toga Academy, or mentoring program it was known when it first started out, and it's evolved into this absolutely amazing thing where we now have the Toga Academy, and I'll get to the point in a minute, and it's been absolutely insane. The best thing I think I've ever seen in my whole life. We got Barry helping out. We've obviously got Mac originally started it. It was absolutely insane. We've now got, I don't even know how many drivers we have in the academy, but we're getting people coming in asking all the time, can they join the academy? And we're just like, yeah, wow. So on the back of that, asking how many cars we have, I think we have 6 cars tomorrow racing in the 4 hours of Monza. We have what I call 3 esports drivers, I'm sure it is, and either 1 or 2, I think it's 6, it's either 5 or 6. Reese about to better tell us, but we definitely have 1 or 2 academy teams racing in tomorrow's race at Monza, which it's absolutely, like, it's amazing. It's brilliant. It really is. Like, to be able to set this up has just been absolutely insane. So I have to give credit where credit is due for Mac. I mean, what an absolute fantastic idea, and how it's evolved into what it is now. Barry gives up his time, doesn't he, a couple of days a week to sort of sit with the guys. We get more people in, like yourself. Obviously, Reese has helped out.
Yep.
I've helped out. Dexter's helped out. People that are, part of Toga, wouldn't say we're, not the academy, but we're trying to help people such as Emiria, such as Mank, I can see in the chat right now, to name just a few, that have come in and actually, like,
done exceptional.
It's been brilliant. I don't want to swear because I don't want to get demonetized, but absolutely insane. Honestly,
I mean, I just started the basics off, and Barry has absolutely taken it and ran with it within weeks of becoming. And I have to apologise to Barry, because he did ask me could he get a custom title for his name, such as Academy Manager or something, and I have failed to ask you about it, so I'll take that one in the chin for that. But he wants his own office as well and his own parking space. I'm just putting that out there now.
Okay, fine. Sorry, Finley. Sorry, before you crack on,
No.
Finley, I'm pretty sure you're still on the entry. You might not be on the entry list, Finley. Try and join the session. Because you obviously, I think you withdrew from the race. If you can join, you've got 2 minutes to basically jump in the sim and get connected. Sorry,
do it,
Matt,
Finley. Do it, Finley. Good to see you in the chat. Finley was I would say my teammate in the 2.4 and 24, but he basically drove every race on his own, apart from one. So, but yeah, like, I don't know if you saw the rookies. I know you're busy watching a certain other thing, but we had 3 academy drivers in the top 11 of the rookies at the end of the race, and Marek, who is Emirius, was fighting for. He was P3 overall and P2 in class.
Wow!
So absolutely outstanding. They all did so well. And Sharwin actually messaged me Thursday to say thanks very much, I really appreciate it. All his family and friends and his workmates were watching the stream as well, and he got some airtime with his cream egg livery, but he was driving immense as well, as well as Steve Hood and a few others. But to have 3 academy drivers in the top 11 is just outstanding. At Suzuka as well. I mean, Suzuka is not an easy track to drive in any way, shape, and form. And Sharwin had actually messaged me the night before asking for any tips. And seemingly what I told him actually helped him, so that was a nice win as well. Barry's emotional support puppy.
He does remind me of a puppy, Barry. You know?
He does. Yeah, he does. He's like the one that would pee all over the furniture and like steal your slippers and generally rip all the post up, but he'd be a lovable rogue.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Vantia, you need an academy in India for ACC.
Oh, yeah, just come over to us, mate. If you want to join our Discord, ! Discord in the chat and there we go. I'll drop it in both chats for you. If you want to come over to us and pop in, I'm sure we can try and help you as much as possible. Like I say, we give up so much time to do it. It's and it's so beneficial. And to see, and like you say, Mac, to see people like Sharwin, Mirius, Mank, although everyone that's part of the Toga Academy racing in rookies and actually being competitive just shows the hard work put in, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Really
I mean, Emirius was actually leading the race at one point as well. Phenomenal. He sent me a practice timetable session today that he did at Monza, and not only is he hitting consistent times, he had no invalid laps. Absolutely outstanding. So very, very proud of Emirius for all his hard work. And Finley, yes, you're in. Excellent, Finley. Thank God.
Wow, 32 car grid for tonight. Should we actually talk about the?
Should we? Now it's quality. Yeah. Now it's finished. Well, Edvardson. We did warn you. I have to say. But Edvardson with a 142.6. And hang on, that just changed. Wow, 100th of a second difference between Edvardson and Yuval Sharon. Hopefully I've said that name right. What I would like to say, they're not the same team. And no, you weren't talking about them, were you? You were talking about someone.
Car 19. I think I was talking about the one I can't pronounce the name.
Yep. Myrtaj.
Are they in the server? They're not in here, are they anymore?
Yeah, they are. They're down in 15th.
Yeah.
So what? These two are 4/10ths ahead of Callum Jones, and we know from personal experience, Callum Jones is an absolute maniac. Driving. He's actually driving the beautifully liveried Toga Esports Mustang tonight. So,
are you seeing a full livery there, or just some green and blue? Because I don't think my. Are you seeing a full livery? Because I might just be me. I might have not downloaded the livery properly. I must admit. So it's right. More me than you probably.
Well, bear with me a second. It's not you, it's me.
We are live on TikTok, by the way, if you guys are interested.
Hi, TikTok. Right, we're going to...
No, you said the same as me. You said the same as me, so it's fine.
Did I?
Yeah, you definitely said the same as me.
All right, okay. Right, okay, we're ready for a bit of a track walkthrough. So I've ran down the commentary box onto the grid with a cameraman, and Hayden is about to let you know the entire grid whilst we walk down the grid. Now nobody run us over, please, whilst we're doing this. We've got high vis on.
Yeah, you let me know when you're ready and I'll butcher these names.
Nice, looking forward to it. And you are good to go.
So Edvardson P1, Sharon 2, Callum Jones, unbelievable for Callum, P3. Roland, I'm sure Roland's been away for a while now, back P4. Maggio P5 in the McLaren. Canton P6 in the Ferrari. Zananchi, or I think P7. Gigello in P8. Lili in P9, Fasttail 10, Mandalisi in P11, Bloss 12, Vanilo 13. I'm having to scroll down. Salah 14. Can't pronounce the name of car 15. I'm sorry. McCutcheon P16, Lanfranacci P17, Tatari 18, Barry in 19, Lorenzetti 20, Brewster 21, Marcinis in P22, Griffiths 23, Plebany 24, Stevens 25. Oh my God, this grid's massive. Beverdas 26, Horvath 27, Ganley 28, Morganella 29, Fuller 30, Pickering 31, and last but no means least, O'Reilly 32. Apologies for everybody that I have ruined their names.
That was beautifully done, sir, I have to say.
No, that was terrible.
No, if there was a competition between you and Barry of who was going to be the number one comms with myself, but I mean, Barry ran out of time. That's all I'm going to say. You had 30 seconds left, so...
yeah, well, it's not the first time someone said that. I've done it. Oh, we're going to get so banned from YouTube. We're going to get so bad. Apologies.
I will apologise now. Hayden's had 2 beers, and that's him kind of halfway to getting put to his bed, so that's...
Yeah, no, I've had a bit of a tough week, so I've decided that I would treat myself to a nice little... Moretti.
Right. Oh, Moretti, nice. They are nice. Have you tried Madri? Madri.
Yeah, I love Madri. I got
so
quite drunk on Madri once on a works do, and I've not really gone back to it since, I'll be honest. So,
right.
Yeah. Right, sorry.
No, I'm just looking for penalties outcome.
Yeah, that's fine.
Car treble 9.
Yeah.
Car treble 9 for causing a collision with car 12. So that's why they've got 5 seconds already.
Interesting. So yeah, we are very much looking forward to this race. I think it's going to be an insane race, by the way. So it's what. So from a couple of changes from last season. Rather than 2 mandatory pit stops, we've got set to only 1 now. I think it's sort of having 2 in an 80-minute race really wasn't beneficial.
Yep.
It didn't really spark the level of competitiveness between the drivers. In fact, it probably made the grid way more spread out because people were doing lots of different strategy calls and so on and so forth. So we've lowered it down to just 1 mandatory pit stop, but obviously for that pit stop they got to stop for fuel and tyres, meaning that the guys have got to run for 120 minutes.
Yep.
Sorry, it's 80 minutes,
80,
isn't it?
yeah.
For 40 minute per stint. Which obviously is still within the time for a set of tyres, isn't it? Let's be honest. But yeah, we'll see what happens. No fixed penalty time. Pit window time. We've sort of scrapped the tyre limit sets as well because we had quite a low limit before. That's now gone. So yeah, we've made a couple of changes just to try and hopefully have better racing, and I think. Especially one part of the box is ticked in terms of the closeness in quali. I think the battles are going to be, hopefully, fingers crossed, really good today.
Absolutely.
Really good close grid.
Yep. We're just flicking through some of the grid at the moment, and we're on board with Mr. Callum Jones. You're right, there's no sponsors or anything on the livery, it's just literally green and black, but I don't know if Reese kind of just had to try and get something together or not, but I really should download them myself anyway, and then that way I've got them. But
yeah, no, I'm the same. So sorry, yeah, someone on TikTok has just asked. I've just got this game on Xbox. Is it playable cross-platform? I've had it once since you bought it. No, unfortunately, it's not cross-platform between PC and console. But Mac doesn't know this yet either. We are investigating on how we can bring console racing to Toga, and what does that look like?
Am I still employed by Toga? Have I been sacked and no one's told me?
No. So it's basically perhaps I shouldn't have a couple of beers and blab off everything. But it's a conversation that myself and Dexter have had that I need to bring to the rest of the staff team. But anyway, we'll get into that in a few moments.
So
because
don't
we're
tell
about to go
anybody,
green.
it's a secret.
Yeah, it's a secret.
We've got green light, we are racing. Oh, Edvardson's got a drive-through. Oh my word, what a... Oh, I can't even imagine how he feels.
Oh, a bit further back, there's a massive touching. Sorry, Max. There was a big, almost a big accident into turn one by the mid grid. Everyone seems to be through. Then, big chunk of oversteer by that Ferrari of Sharon. There, did you see the? It is sliding.
It's
big contact!
Contact as well. Oh my goodness.
Track temperature back.
Oh
It's
no!
so low.
Are we watching rookies?
I wasn't looking further back. I'm not going to lie.
Poor Finley Riley. Yeah,
is that a red flag?
It looks like a red flag. Yep. So we've got a red flag. That was chaotic.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know what you were watching further back, but up front it seemed to be okay. There was a couple of cars running wide and door banging, but there was no sort of mass contact. So interesting. Do you know what? I was actually wasn't expecting there to be a red flag here in this race.
No, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that either.
But obviously we've been proven wrong.
Yes.
So,
there was a BMW that came in like a wrecking ball. Oh my god. He lost it on the grass and just took out like 5 or 6 cars. Like, there must be so much damage. Wow. It's just... Yeah, it's I suppose it just happens, doesn't it, sometimes? It does. It does. It looks like Barry got collected in it as well, so...
No, poor old Barry. He'll be moaning in that car, no doubt.
He will be grumbling and complaining and hating Guinness as much as he does. So.
Well, whilst we wait for the restart, then we've got a bit of time to waffle some more, I suppose.
Well, exactly.
What have you been up to?
Not very much, actually. Not very much.
Oh.
I have been looking at trying to get. I tried to get it for rookies to have a red and yellow flag wave up on the screen, but I was struggling to get one, and actually get one that was allowed to use. So I will keep looking into it and updating some things. No, I ran an uninstaller program to get rid of some crap that was basically slowing my PC down, because I don't want to format my hard drive. I think I am going to have to do it, but I don't want to do it. There's so much stuff I'm going to have to copy over. But I opened OBS and it showed me the configuration, and I'm like, what? And I went to profiles and there was no profiles, and I'm like, oh my god, I've lost everything. So I had to, luckily I did it earlier on the Wednesday so that I had time to actually get everything sorted. But I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah. So,
Isn't that the worst? When you do things? Yeah.
And then I thought I had organised all the overlay links and the videos and everything, and I went into it and I'm like, this is all over the place. Like, if I can't follow my logic, then how can anyone else? So I'm going to have to sort the Google Drive out as well.
No.
So you've been working hard this week?
I've been working hard. Obviously, it's been a bit of a emotional week for me. Obviously, with England getting through. No, in a good way.
Good.
I'm knackered from Wednesday. That took a lot out of me. I'm not sure if anyone else is a football fan. I hope so. But Wednesday really did take it out of me in terms of the football. So work's been annoyingly busy as well, which is slightly frustrating. But I've done a similar thing to you, really. But I have a 2 PC streaming setup, a bit like yourself. But I haven't been utilising my streaming PC. So I finally bit the bullet. Got over all because you need so many wires. Like, I've got an Elgato capture card, so you need one out your gaming PC, put it in your streaming PC. Then you got to work out getting the audio from one to the other with the wave. And it's like, oh my god.
Yep.
So I spent the time this week to try and get everything set up and to working, and then 2 keyboards to make sure. It's just like bloody hell. But I managed to get it to some sort of level, and I've actually now been back. I'm not sure if you've seen, but I've actually now started the old YouTube video racing series again. So
good.
I've released two videos. One of a race I done after being banned from LFM. And then, don't laugh. And then one video which I released yesterday, which has done super well, by the way. It's been really well accepted. And in fact, people have put on the comments like, "Oh, so glad that you've shared this."
Oh, good.
Because I don't think maybe people don't share. Like, I was in the wrong for my ban, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I won't give away too much on the video. I know it's not a massive video, but it'd be good for you to guys go and watch it. I haven't edited it very well. I'm not a very good editor, but I'm learning. But yeah, I mean, I held my hands up basically and was like, yeah, it's my fault. I did take matters into my own hands, and I did deserve the ban.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. If you read the comments, people have put on there like it's really good to share. It's good to understand. You know, people making mistakes and sort of learning from it, and so on and so forth.
That's
So
good.
yeah, that's really good. Plus, I've got another video scheduled to go live tomorrow. I've done some Clio racing on a Assetto Corsa.
Oh yeah, I saw the TikToks and the Instagram about it.
Yeah, so yeah, 100%. If you guys aren't racing on a Assetto Corsa on LFM with the Clios, they are so much fun. Honestly, I've done 3 races now, and they are so much fun. It's just a good change. It's a really good change to go from obviously racing on GT3s here to something completely different.
Yeah.
And it's free. Assetto, obviously, you've got to buy a Assetto Corsa, obviously.
Yeah.
But the mod's free, the track's free. You just sign up and race. It is
They've also
really good fun.
got videos on how to set up, download the mods,
Exactly.
and set them up, and everything else.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
AC's got its own mod manager as well, doesn't it?
Exactly, yeah, the
Yeah.
content manager, and
Yeah.
it's so easy to use once you know what you're doing. And there's so many things you can actually do with that you can't do in ACC.
Yeah.
And people moan about ACC is way better than. I've not noticed too much difference in terms of actual gameplay.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. It feels really similar to me. Just the cars handle differently. So, but yeah. So that's essentially what I've been doing this
Nice.
week. Yeah, just getting ducks in a row really, and getting ready for more racing. Obviously, the viewers may or may not know we're looking at moving into a 3 races per week schedule, aren't we? We're looking at a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for races, and obviously with our endurance stuff in the second part of the year on a weekend. So we're just getting just doing those sorts of things.
Yeah,
really.
nice.
Just plodding along.
Exactly. Let's just keep chipping away at it.
It's a tough time of the year, right? Obviously,
It is,
people are
it is,
away.
yeah.
People are finishing school or college. You know, it's difficult. You know, everyone's got their own life out of this, and it's always hard to bring people together.
Yeah.
I find this time of year.
And as you say, people on vacation and
Yeah,
family things, barbecues, picnics, whatever it is.
Exactly.
That's doing it. So yeah, winter always seems to be more when people are either stuck in the house because of weather or it's miserable or things. But in saying that, I'm not wanting to out use just now, but there's 11 watching and there's only 2 likes. Can we change that? I know some of you are driving, but it would be awesome if we could get some more likes. It'll help allow YouTube's algorithm to push things out, so that other people get to see the stream that may have never heard of us. How dare they not hear of us?
Yeah, I know, right? No, that is the plan, isn't it? That is the plan. We're going to try. I'm certainly going to try from my end to get into that schedule that routine of that uploading schedule that we had. And hopefully at that point we should then start to really push on. Deadshot on TikTok, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. TikTok, by the way, has been absolutely insane in terms of followers.
Good.
We're over like 2,500 followers now on TikTok.
Wow, thank you so much to everybody. Amazing. And they still come here, and
I think console will be a big thing for us. Someone else followed. I'm not sure what your name is, but thank you very much for the follow on TikTok. Console will be a big thing, so watch out for console, guys.
Absolutely.
That'll be really big for us. Right, should we try again?
Let's try again. Second time. What could possibly go wrong? We're about to go racing, and we are
say that.
green. We are racing. We are off. No drive-through for Edwardson this time.
How lucky was that?
Exactly.
By the way?
Yeah, he's probably thanking his lucky stars just now. We've got 3 wide. Coming into T1, looking a little bit further behind to see any chaos.
No,
looks like everybody's
so
behaved.
Well, I should hope so.
Yeah, everybody's learned from the first time, so that's good to see.
I'm on board with Barry right now. I'm surveying Barry. Barry's managed to dive up the inside. He's still on the track, which is a good thing.
That's good. Yep.
Yeah, it's better than last time.
That's why he's got the nickname of Barry R.
Oh yeah, exactly that. You watch him crash in a minute because he's got a stream one in the background.
Oh my goodness, we've got 5 seconds and 30 seconds penalties coming in. I am going to assume that'll be... Oh,
that car's gone off. There's a couple of Ari's gone off. Yeah. Not sure who else. Sorry, Mac. I'm not sure who else has gone off. There's that Plebini. Is that got someone else has gone on the sand somewhere? I can't. Race control is a bit temperamental.
Oh, it's like I actually had to come out. Oh, the Nissan getting all kinds of wide there. As it's great to see somebody racing a Nissan. How amazing is that?
100%. Wow. Yeah, I know, it's really good to see. I mean, again, a car.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What the hell happened there? Poor old Ari has just been absolutely collected by.
Like, I've got my head in my hands. I cannot believe the speed that Ferrari came down. There was no brakes. Like, it was just full on, and Ari got the entirety of that.
What the hell happened there?
Oh man!
So hang on, I'm further back. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that person isn't going to be lasting long in this community with that race. If you're watching, or you guys would have seen that, I think that person needs to go. That was a 100% intentional. Yeah. I'm sorry, you can't say that was brake failure from how far back it was.
No, not in the first lap. Like, no way. Yeah, absolutely driving standards. So 30 seconds for car, 6 for causing the red flag, which was the BMW.
Oh, BMW. Was it BMW? Yeah. Yep. Sorry, I thought it was the Ferrari that just absolutely committed.
No. That was from before the red flag.
Right.
So,
okay. Right. Makes sense.
But the pack is still tight.
Yeah, it's still tight. Sorry, Jamie on TikTok. This is the Setta Corsa Competizione, mate, or ACC for short. But the top three have all separated. Oh, sorry, top four. Sorry, my bad. Are all separated by a second, and then you've got a pack of about 4 or 5 cars all under a second. Then, so yeah, like I said, the pack is actually super close, isn't it? Yep. From on lap 1.
Davida and Delisi. Oh, someone's collected Davida by the looks of it.
Oh no. It's got the commentary gods on this one. Had I known.
Thanks, Steve.
I wouldn't say gods. I wouldn't say gods.
Messiahs, maybe, but you know.
Yeah. Thanks for the kind words. Liam on TikTok, is it console? This is what happens, Matt. This is why we need to do console.
Yeah,
unfortunately, Liam, no, it's not. But we are looking into setting up a console race. In fact, I might actually set this up this weekend if possible. But if you head over to the link in our bio, you'll see our Discord link. Please join our Discord, and you will please await further instructions, as you will potentially see a console race coming up in the future. So please do. And this is why we need to do it, because the amount of people are asking us now, oh, are you on console? Liam, we'll let you know if we need all the packs or not. Obviously, appreciate the DLC is expensive, or costs money at least, so we'll try, and what we'll probably do is just do a base race. So for example, just like a Spa or a Silverstone race, just to start off. Because we don't know how commentary works, we don't know how stewarding works. In fact, commentary probably won't even work, because it will require someone like Mac or someone else to have a console to be able to connect, and it'll just be a flat-out GT3 race or whatever. So it's something simple, just to test the ground, see how many people we get signed up. That's basically what we're looking for here. So sorry, carry on. My bad.
No, not at all. Just watching Sharon in P2 and Roland in P3 scrapping away. Edwardson already 2 seconds ahead. Callum Jones with the 296 and the McLaren of Maggio for company. He doesn't crumble under pressure, but he has got that 296 is all over the bumper of him. I don't know whether the Mustang is just going to drive off in the
straights. Yeah, it's a bit like it reminds me of a GT2, the Mustang, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
It's so fast on the straight, and in the corners it's not great. Yeah, exactly. But Callum needs to not use too much energy today. He's racing solo tomorrow for the
4 hours.
Race. Yeah, and in fact I'm sure he's doing it in the Mustang as well. So I think this might be a limbering up race. Oh, he's got look how fast that Ferrari is in that in T3 there, when it just, or sorry, T2. That is T3, isn't it?
Yes.
Just pulls up onto the back of that Mustang so fast because of the obviously the downforce and the handling difference between the two cars.
And
did you say? Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say. I mean, Steve obviously was driving the Mustang in rookies on Wednesday, and like he had some damage from rear end collision near the start, and he said the thing was like ice, but he was still able to put pressure on and ended P5, I think.
Oh wow, yeah, that's
overall.
Yeah, I mean, the Mustang. I actually, so I don't know if you saw in general chat this week. Obviously, I'm now, I don't know, talk about my ban again, but obviously I'm now able to race an LFM again. I put a poll out in general chat asking what cars I should drive at Nürburgring. Stupidly, I put the Mustang, didn't I?
Oh.
We know what always happens with me. People make it worse for me. So I actually drove 3 races on LFM with the Mustang, and I finished P1, P2, and I think P4. So I mean, it is a really, really fast car, but 100% the corner speeds and the handling is just so off it. It's so off it.
Yeah, you really need to be very delicate, and Steve did say that he was having to do a lot of feathering on the throttle to just keep it going.
It's so weird to drive. You've got a bucket loads of understeer, but as soon as you get past the understeer and you've slowed down enough to get the car rotated, as soon as you mash the throttle, you get a shed load of oversteer. So it's like the worst thing in the world. It's like driving a shoebox on wheels, really. It really is.
We're just watching Guaglio, who has just passed Lanfranchi for P13. Unlucky for some, but not for that. 296. Great pass down the straight.
Great pass.
There's a small battle for P21. We've got 3 296s. That middle one looks heavily damaged. I'm going to try and get a better TV angle to see, but it looks like that. Yeah, that looks like it doesn't have a straight panel connected to it at all.
And so, Finley's making some moves. He's up to P15 now. He's just overtaken Staller in P16. Liam, sorry, do I need a controller or a wheel? We won't stipulate that. Obviously, we appreciate people on console will probably use controller. Oh no.
Oh dear. So I think Vianelli is going to get a bit of a tongue wagging from the stewards, a bit of a push to pass to get past the Porsche. And hasn't basically waited for him, so it's a little bit poor.
Poor stewards might have a bit of extra work going on tonight. They'll be burning the midnight candle, won't they, so to speak?
And they do it. Let's be fair, they need a lot more beauty sleep than what the commentators do. So
have you got the sharpener? Because we'll just drop it in there so they can sharpen their pencils.
That's right. Yeah, but it's a pink Burberry one, but I'm sure they'll be delighted with it.
I'm sure Pixel loves that. Yeah,
absolutely. I have to say that Callum has been able to move away from Zanchi, who was behind him. He's now caught
but hasn't he
slightly.
Lost the place to? Has he lost to Roland?
Well, I thought, he was actually P3.
Yeah, he started P3, Callum. Yeah, he's lost the place. Yeah,
so he's lost the place. Right,
I think that might have been on the start. I'm sure I saw Roland dive up the inside or something along those lines on the start of the race for sure. Yeah. So did we lose? We have lost a couple of cars, haven't we? We lost Ari, didn't we? Ari's unfortunately gone. Which that's I feel sorry for Ari because that's
it's horrible.
One race for him, isn't it?
I mean, honestly, I have no idea what the Ferrari driver was thinking. As you say, it certainly looked a lot more intentional than anything else. There was no attempt to brake or anything. So. But the stewards will deal with it. Dexter has got a very big hammer that he can wield. So
100%. Yeah, it's not fair. That's
no, absolutely not. Especially when somebody puts practice in for the week running up to it and making a setup and getting everything sorted out, and then that happens in the first lap. And at the end of the day, you could, I've always said you should always continue. But I know the rage that you end up with, and it's just so much easier just to quit, just to switch it off and go away. Salah looking like he was getting overtaken there. Not quite. BMW still just ahead of that McLaren. Finley O'Reilly is looking to try and catch Lanfranchi, who was in 14th. Don't forget, Finley started last.
Yeah, and he's lapping quicker. Well, he did lap quicker the last time around than the guys ahead. I think Finley's found his what's the word? Like his level.
His groove.
And obviously the drivers in and around him now are similar lap times. So it's going to be interesting to see if Finley can push on from where he's at now in P15. But absolutely insane drive from Finley. 17 places he's gained on the race since the race start.
So, as I had said, Finley was my teammate for the 2.4 and 24, and he is such a nice guy, and he is so quick. He was just outstanding in every way, shape and form. And so good luck to Finley. Hopefully can get up, maybe up into the top 10. It looks like Barry's got a little bit of a BMW for company behind him just now. 4/10 to Lanfranchi. It's easy for me to see.
Yeah, exactly.
But Barry just keeping things. Has Barry stolen Samuel Brackstad's livery? Because that was Samuel Brackstad's with the teeth, wasn't it?
I'm not sure, actually. I don't see it on my screen. I don't have that livery, I'm afraid. So I'm not sure. Gabrielle, welcome in on YouTube. How you doing, mate?
Nice to see you, and thank you to everybody. Sorry we're not commenting on all your messages. It's bad of us, but between chatting about life and what's happening with work and things like that, we squeeze the racing in, so it's it's not easy.
Squeeze the racing in. Racing comes like tertiary, doesn't it? It's like how are we getting on? How's the chat doing? Oh yeah, we'll talk about racing now, shall we?
Yeah. Well, I think we mentioned qualifying once, and that's when the checkered flag came out. So I mean,
we finished, have we? Oh, there we go.
Oh man, so we've got one pit stop. Fuel and tyres are mandatory. There's no pit window, can be done at any point, and there's no rules about sets of tyres as well. Is that correct?
No, not in this one. So we expect drivers to pit around the let me do my maths.
40 minutes or so.
40 minutes left to go. Yeah, exactly. So in the next 20 or so minutes, I'd say 25 minutes, we'd see drivers stopping. Mm-hmm. There's no point. I don't know, actually. I wonder what the leaders will do. But in my opinion, I don't think there's any other logical way than to stop slap bang in the middle, really, because you can't splash and dash because you've got a 30-second stop anyway for tyre change. And then the tyre deck is going to be an issue, isn't it? But the track temperature is only 11 degrees. It's only 11 degrees out there, so it's super.
It's so cold.
Tyres might last longer now that they've got those cooler temperatures. So
and who goes racing at 7:30 in the morning? That's just ridiculous. That's
I mean, look, people moan, don't they, about Barcelona and the track temperatures. So I basically was like, okay, they can't moan if I put it at like 7 a.m. in the morning. The track temperature at like 11 degrees.
That's very true.
Fine.
Exactly.
It's a win-win. It's a win-win for everyone. Tomsy, welcome in on TikTok. How are you, mate? Hope you're well.
So Edvardson's best lap so far, 143.1 on race fuel. I did want to say about Steve's pit strategy was amazing. He basically went for a splash and dash very, very near the end, a couple of laps to go, and didn't change tyres because obviously it was only a mandatory fuel, and it absolutely paid off for him. So it did. Wow. Whereas some others had maybe 2 or 3 pit stops done by that point. So through various drive-throughs and stop goes and like I said at the start of the rookie stream on Wednesday, it is a flagship championship of Toga. Anyone you speak to has either driven in it, watched it, or both. So it really is. I think Steve's getting to the point where rookies is starting to become like big fish in little pond. I'm going to say. That's why we put AMs in, because to give those, because you're right, we don't. It's so hard to find a true rookie
even that is a thing. Gav, thank you very much for the heart, by the way, on TikTok, and Winnie the Pooh, thank you very much for the follow. And Tomsy, yeah, the BMW looks clean as it really does. So yeah, it's really hard to find a true rookie, if you like. So we created an AM category just to try and reach out to more people, I suppose, and I think it's worked out all right so far.
Oh, I think it's really good.
Stick with it. Yeah.
I think
we'll probably stick with it throughout the rest of the seasons, throughout the rest of this year. So
yeah,
can you imagine us getting to like rookie season 50?
Oh my, I can't believe it's season 9 already. Like
I know,
just can't believe it.
Well, it just shows how popular it is. Like you say, this is our flagship event, really, isn't it? This is what we want Toga to be all about, is to bring those new people into sim racing. Obviously, you know, we solely focus on PC. Obviously, moving it onto console is going to be pretty hard, let's be honest. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. Has Callum had an issue? Has Callum had an off? Because he's now in P6.
Oh.
Last time around, he did a 44.3.
Yeah.
He's been passed by Zanchi and Maggio. Yeah, he has been passed by them. Yeah.
I was just going to say there's some penalties coming through. So car 59's got a 20-second penalty for causing collision with 73, 10 seconds for car 60 for collision with 717. 10 seconds for car 59 for not holding their brakes and causing a collision in lap 1, and 5 seconds for car 71 for causing a collision with car 96. So Finley Riley is one of them that's been slapped with a penalty. So as much as Finley's been pushing as hard as he can, he's going to have to pay that due when he comes into the pit.
Yeah, he'll pay that back, won't he, for sure. Yeah, 100%. So I thought he was going to dive on... Oh, okay, yeah, that was previous clip. Anis, welcome in as well on TikTok. Hope you guys are all well. Thank you very much for watching us. And yeah, like Max said, drop a like on the video, guys. Don't be shy. Let's push that like counter up. Don't forget to subscribe as well. And if you're on Twitch, hit that follow button. It'd be good to see some more viewers over on Twitch as well, or Twitch too. Twitch too. Davide up the inside then. That is going to be for P21 up the inside of Tatiri, the FRS Ferrari. Davide dives up the inside of the BMW. Davide's liveries, by the way, livery is looking absolutely impeccable as always. The VM Tech livery.
He did a livery for me on the Aston, and it was absolutely outstanding. Like, it was amazing.
Have you seen the liveries, by the way, for the in the Esports channel?
Yes, I did. Oh, they look so good.
Eric has done Eric and Reese have done an absolutely fantastic job, by the way.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. It just looks. Oh,
Tatiri's gone literally straight onto the kitty litter.
Oh dear!
And he's dropped down another place now. Griffiths has overtaken him now for P10-22. Isn't it good to see so many new faces as well in the championship? We're seeing, obviously, we have lots of the same drivers each championship, and we now sort of collecting a group of people that always race with us. But it's so good to see new people racing in the community. It's really nice to see. It really is. No,
it is absolutely, and that's what this is all about. We, when we were at the start of this race tonight, we knew of the regular Toga drivers, the esports drivers for Toga, but we didn't know some of the Sharon and like Maggio and Danny McCutcheon and things like that. We didn't know much about them, and we're starting to learn things, which is good. About it, this Aggiato Go Maggio, well, I mean P5, so doing well at the moment.
Really good actually. I mean, there's a good mix of cars today as well, isn't there? It's good to see. It's good to see. We did have one Aston. Oh, we got another Aston, haven't we? We got.
There's one in P9. No, there's only one.
Yeah, because Ari was the second one.
Ari's
has left. So Zeta P28
Come on, Zeta, you can do it.
Come on, Zeta. The only Lamborghini.
Oh, that's Finley
no.
O'Reilly, who's in the kitty litter by the looks of it.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's dropped 2 places. 2 places with this battle.
Did he just go off wide?
Yeah, it was the left and right before the back straight.
Yeah.
Really shouldn't learn the numbers and names of these tracks.
Same. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. We will have no room in our brains for anything else if we do
No,
that.
exactly. I mean, what are we going to chit chat about then? Just corner numbers and things.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, exactly. Cool. Did you see what happened in turn 1? Dom Dance, I could have follow on TikTok.
Everything's kind of leveling out now. The Edwardson is 4.5, almost 5 seconds ahead of Sharon in P2. Roland 3.5 seconds behind. Zanche 1.5. Maggio just within a second. So there's still a few battles, which is why I'm trying to flick back and forward to see what the battles are and things like that. This is a battle for P7. It's at Blues in the 181 Ferrari. We've got Canton who's following and Lely in the Aston Martin. So 3-way battle for P7, and no doubt that's going to please Callum Jones, who's 2 seconds up the road and will be wanting to move ahead rather than have to look in his mirrors.
Yeah, look forward rather than look back. 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, it seems like the grid has really separated out, and you can't put that down all to strategy really. I think that's just raw pace.
It is, yeah,
isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's natural to get to a point in the grid where you're matching other people round about you, so you have your own little battle in maybe the middle pack. The fastest drivers are up the front, maybe slower drivers are down further back, but it's nice to see that there's plenty of competition going on.
Yeah, 100%. Davide is next. Next victim is going to be George Stevens down in P17. Davide is looking really racy, and
having
he's
a little
looking
look,
for this
tentative look, and Stevens leaves the door open.
He does. That's friendship there.
It is, absolutely.
You can see the respect there between the two.
Yeah.
Well, two esport drivers really for Toga. So
yeah, that's
George is obliged, I think, to let him pass. I think realise he's faster. Tomsy saying, "Imagine Max Verstappen in Toga."
Could you imagine? I don't know if we've got any room for him though.
No, that's true. I think he's faster though.
If he brings drama with him, he's not welcome. So he's going to have to.
He'll be sat. Imagine Dexter trying to give Max Verstappen a penalty. He'd be like, "No."
Oh my god, that would be hilarious. You can't do that, I'm telling you.
Yeah, he is allowed to crash into 3 cars to gain the win. It would be insane, wouldn't it? That'd be
absolutely. Our very own. Oh,
are you going to say very own Barry?
Yeah, with that menacing looking Porsche, fighting for P10 with Dave Brewster. Dave's driven a few races with Toga in the past as well.
He has, yeah. So on TikTok, someone's put, "I swear I've heard that Scottish accent, sorry, easy for me to say, from the real 24 hours of Nürburgring and other endurance races." Mac, is there something you're not telling us?
Damn it, you found me out of the moonlighting. I so wish I was, but no, and it's unfortunately not me. It's some other poor Scottish bloke that sounds like me, or I sound like him. But thank you, I appreciate it. It's better than me called Sally McCoist.
Yeah, Sally, that was brilliant. That was so funny. Brilliant, unbelievable. Yeah, Mischief Media on TikTok. That was who. Well, they've got 40,000 followers on TikTok.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, they do a lot of iRacing stuff by the looks of it.
Right, okay.
Yeah, well, welcome in.
George Stevens.
Sell yourself, Mac. Sell yourself. Come on, it was you, wasn't it, Mac? It was you, wasn't it?
Oh, I wish. I don't know what's going on with race control. Like, I don't know if my race control is like frozen in George Stevens, but I can actually click on other drivers. That's bizarre.
Yeah, you might need to close it and open it again.
Oh, okay.
Right, that happens sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. So yeah, do that now. Samuel Ganley, sorry, is going to dive up the inside of another Toga Esports driver. In fact, of Brandon Fuller. Although Brandon is not making it easy for him.
Good.
That is great defending there from Brandon.
Oh.
Brandon, I'm so pleased for Brandon to be able to start to do that over all Brandon's situation. He's driving so well.
Yeah.
And is making Ganley work for that P23, which is absolutely insane. Love that from Brandon. I've got so much respect for him. So much respect.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Reese, yeah, it's I've had to actually disconnect from the server and reconnect again.
No, that's so weird. I mean, mine's been okay. Touch wood, like it's been okay up until this point. So yeah, so David, there's also been slapped with a 20-second time penalty, by the way.
Oh.
So yeah, 13, 14, 15 and 16 have all got time penalties, and they are literally all battling it out against each other right now. I know obviously Max still having a few technical problems.
No, I'm back on.
He's back on now, yeah. So this is going to be Griffiths is battling with George Stevens, who are in turn trying to then get past Davida at the same time. So this is a bit of a weird sort of battle as Davida gets a smack full of oversteer on the exit. I'm not sure what that called, turn 12, I think it is, or turn 13. But Davida was creeping up to the back of the GTR. I almost called it a Skyline, then I get told off for that. Creeping up to the back of the GTR now and trying to really push on. But 20-second time penalty for Davida. I mean, if you're George or if you're Griffiths, you're laughing right now because the top 5 cars are, four cars are going to be in the pits longer than you.
Absolutely. 4 free places, pretty much.
Although, sorry, George and Griffiths are really battling hard. Although my times have frozen, by the way. Oh. So I've had the same problem. Yep. My times are frozen, but I can still click on cars. Yep.
If you come out, you'll need to come out of ACC as well. Or, sorry, come out of the server and go back into it again.
Yeah, my race control has officially crashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, you jinxed yourself.
Control. Yeah, no. Where's Barry? Barry's going to build us a new race control.
Hurry up then, Barry. Stop racing and do something.
Yeah, Barry, can you stop on track now, please? And,
just do it right now.
Yeah, open up your IDE, please, and start building.
So there's some more penalties. Yeah. Car 19 was the one it's been removed from the championship for intentional ramming. That would have been the black Ferrari that we saw earlier. 10 seconds for car treble 8 for forcing car 100 off the track. 15 seconds for car 71 for causing a collision with car 190. 10 seconds for car 60 for causing a collision with car 69. 5 seconds for car 12 for causing a collision with car 514. 5 seconds for car 69 for a push pass on car 41. And 5 seconds for car 8 for causing a collision with car 48. Shark
P3.
Thank you very much for the follow.
Or the
subscribe, sorry.
That's P3 then. Sorry, P3 got a penalty then. Wow, that's interesting.
That's going to play into... Callum is right on the back of Maggio now. Looks like he's found that rhythm again. Sharkbait, if you are on PC, if you race ACC or AC and things like that, then please check out our the description and our profiles, and you'll see Discord link, etc. But thank you very much for the subscribe. It's very much appreciated.
Yeah, legend, man. Thank you so much.
I think Callum Jones is eyeing up here just now. Look at the size difference between the 720 and that Mustang.
I know. It's huge. That thing is. Have you driven it much? Have you had a go in them?
I've had a quick go in it, but for me, there was so much going on, bad things, that I was like, no, I don't have time to try and learn. I think it'd be good for throttle control. Callum under braking there. If anyone wonders, you know how everybody's got like some kind of party trick? Commentators always have their own unique, silly noises they make when things look like they're going to happen. So
100%, yeah. The noises that we make are insane. I was just like, oh my god. You look back at them, and you go, "This is cringy." Like you actually cringe yourself when you hear them back. You're like, "Oh god, why did I just say that?" Yeah.
Oh, there's a move. The Porsche's back. It's side by side. Yeah, Porsche's backed out of that.
Yeah, that was really close between the Plebini. It's Plebini? Yeah. I can't pronounce that.
Marsonis.
Marsonis, yeah. And you got Tatari behind.
Yeah,
who's just
I
gonna
mean,
put pieces.
wide there from Plebani.
Actually, what I rate that was actually really good racecraft. I know he's gained a bucket load of time there now, but it was either go do that move, go cut the circuit, or crash into the Porsche.
Yep, absolutely.
I know he's gained like what a few temps from that, but
Yeah.
still, I would have done exactly the same thing.
Yeah. There's no point in trying to be good and stay on the track and then go over sausage curbs and then end up taking out 2 cars behind you. It's just, it's not worth it at the end of the day. Yeah.
No, but you're right about Callum, by the way.
Yeah, I'm
Callum,
just
by the way.
back onto him. He's getting whole loads of oversteer that he never asked for, but he's got it anyway. He's dealing with it very well. Wonder if he's just sizing up where is going to be his best chance to get past Maggio. At the moment is the strength of the Mustang on the straight. I'm actually going to jump on board with Callum for the straight just to see if there's a visible advantage with that Mustang power. There is actual, you can see the distance closing in. Just if he had another 2/3 of a straight, he would have had the McLaren 100%. So yeah, Callum looks like obviously McLaren is better in the corners, so Mustang struggles slightly there, but absolutely Callum, if he can get close enough on the exit onto the straight, loads of oversteer from Maggio there, obviously pushing very hard as well. So the two of these,
under braking, Callum's done really well. Actually,
yeah, I actually thought he'd overshot it. Yeah. That's why I made the silly noise that I make.
Yeah.
Finley O'Reilly into the pits from P13 to serve his time. I mean, it is coming up to halfway almost. It's 47 minutes left of the race, so we are coming up to halfway. Yeah, I mean, certainly I would have fueled the car for maybe 3/4 of the race and then decided, halfway, might as well go in, or if I'm behind someone like Callum is, maybe it's better to pit earlier, get a bit of free space when you come back out, put in some quality laps.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking the same thing actually. Can Callum go in now, essentially, and jump Maggio in the pit stop? Because I'm pretty sure you can undercut. Someone here. So, and obviously Callum is the faster driver here, but he is so much closer this time. Here he goes. He's got him in the slipstream. This is probably going to be P3 for Callum.
Yeah,
then.
Easily.
He's
straight line power.
He's got no room for that. Yeah,
and he's managed to stick to the racing line when he wasn't even anywhere near the racing line on the entrance. So, well done to Callum. Up into P4. So, 2.2 seconds behind Zanche just now, who's in P3.
With a penalty though.
With that penalty, so Callum will know he doesn't need to drive the tyres off of the Mustang, but he can see Zanche in the distance, so that sometimes gives you a couple of extra tenths per lap when you can see your competitor.
100%.
There's a nice 100%. There's a nice little battle for P16 at the moment. Again, it's Plebani who's been caught up by Marsonis, Tartari, and Bevudus has just pitted in the treble 8. He's in the Nissan. I think that must be a back marker. That's.
Yeah, I think there is a back. Is that a back marker? Because what number is that? I can't see. It's difficult to see what car number that is.
So there's shown only 3 battles.
It's a car 27. It is. That's who's behind this pack.
Right. Okay.
Which is. I don't see a car 27.
Nah, I don't see car 27 either.
It's got someone's just gone wide.
Yeah, that's the one I think is the one that's been lapped. Is that maybe Canton? Nope.
Not sure who that is behind.
Okay,
we have a rogue driver.
The car that's flashing the Porsche just now is actually P27. Canton
Right.
just now. So yeah, a little bit kind of out of place, which is why I got very, very confused. My brain went into some kind of meltdown thinking about it.
Oh, he's a lot faster than the rest of the guys.
Yeah, he is.
basically.
I
He's
think
trying
that's
to
why he's
unlap himself.
flashing. He's like, please just let me through. I'm not going to interrupt you. Just let me unlap myself. And
It's
do my
difficult
thing.
for that. So, but you put yourself in car 73 shoes right now. Would you? You're trying to gain a place on track by battling with the Ferrari, and then you've got another Ferrari up your rear who's technically blue flags to you.
Yeah.
What would you let him past, or would you?
100%.
Would you give up? What you'd give up this battle here for P16?
No. What I would do is I would let him past when I didn't feel I was going to lose too much time.
Yeah.
It's called a Peter Romeo. Now, there's a few Peter Romeo moves I like to call out now and again. But if you let him pass, he's then going to start annoying the guy you're fighting with. And either he is going to fight until he can get past, or they're going to come together, or that driver is going to move out the way the same as you did, which is then going to slow him down. So actually it would play into your hands to do that.
Well, the Porsche has managed to get past. Oh, God. Christ. The Porsche has managed to get past, but he's now disappearing off the road. And yeah, look, what other Ferrari should let him pass now.
Yeah.
So he's done exactly what you've just said you would do.
Yeah.
That Ferrari has just, Plebini has just let him past, I think.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what happens now. But, I mean, it's a difficult situation. That Porsche obviously wanted that P15, but couldn't really get past, could he really? So yeah, but that's very interesting. Indeed. So cars pitting then in about what, 3 minutes time?
Yeah, we've got a few. Ganley has just pitted. Pretty much the bottom half, I would say 2/3 of them have pitted. Ganley's pitted. Zeta, Morganella and Canton are the only three from P18 to 27 that's not pitted yet. So I think you know, like I said, if you're in a battle and it's just a constant to and fro, you're not really gaining anything, you're not getting past, pit earlier. Take the chance that you can maybe they might, you know, miss their stopping place. Is the server gone?
Yeah, I think the server's gone.
Oh dear.
Yeah, because I've lost everything.
Yeah, I've lost everything as well.
No.
Every driver's racing on their own at the moment.
This new server, yeah, it's a good new server. This one. Oh no.
Oh dear. And this is the challenges of hosting races and things like that, and trying to improve connectivity to servers so that people get a better experience. You just never know unless you try them what is going to happen. But yeah, it looks like it's had a meltdown of some kind as well.
Give me a second, I'll be right.
No problem.
I'm just going to go and
wave a magic wand.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is slightly unfortunate. I say slightly unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. There was a lot of good battles going on from that point of view. It's for whatever reason. It has, yeah. Everybody did, Finley. The whole kit and caboodle. In fact, my ACC's crashed. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe the Kunos servers have crashed. Huh. Interesting. I'll try and log back in and see what happens, but we thought it was the server we're running. But maybe it's Kunos. And if that's the case, it's completely out of our hands. There's nothing possible that we could do about that if it's a Kunos server. Not everyone? Really? My ACC just crashed. Now, ACC doesn't normally crash. But I have been saying...
If you log out
of
the session, the server didn't actually go down.
All right. Okay.
So log out and log back in again.
Okay.
It will work. There's still 25 cars on track. Or 24 cars on track. So...
that's bizarre. Like, my ACC crashed not long after that, so I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Whether... Yeah. But not everyone was affected, if you know what I mean. So... Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the CPU is running perfectly fine. The latency's absolutely fine. The ping is perfect. So I am genuinely not sure. Oh, Zeta's just had a big spin.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So apologies. I know Finley got kicked out of the server. Sorry, Finley, if you did, mate. Your night has gone from bad to worse, I'm afraid. Yeah. Apologies for everyone who got kicked out. We don't actually know if that was us. Or Brandon got removed as well. So, yeah, I don't know what happened there. We'll keep an eye on it. But certainly spectators got kicked out because me and you both just got disconnected, didn't we?
Yep,
So,
absolutely.
right,
okay. Well, that's good. It's good that at least... I know it's not good for everyone else who was racing and got disconnected. That's certainly not what I'm saying. But in terms of people who have been racing, yeah, so quite a lot of people have now... Callum Jones up into P3. I wonder if that's through... Yeah, Maggio has pitted?
Is Maggio disconnected? Did he get disconnected? No,
he's still racing, but he has pitted. So he's went bang on halfway. So...
Okay. Yeah, we've missed this, haven't we? Because obviously we disconnected at the wrong time.
Yeah, I know. If there's a time to disconnect, it's like just after the checkered flag.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Callum
Barry's
into
got
the
to drive
pits.
through. Yeah, Barry's also got to
Barry.
drive through. That'll be speed in the pit lane, won't it?
Yeah, it will be.
Sharon in the pits as well then. So
okay,
this is going to be interesting. So yeah, this will be hopefully for Callum to stick in on his P3. Edvardson, he's still out there, by the way.
He's just on board with him just now.
Yeah,
so.
I wonder if he comes in this lap then, gives himself a chance to sort of. His tyres look like they're pretty shot.
I was going to say he's just got a ton load of oversteer.
I wonder if he's done an extra lap just to stay out of the traffic.
Yeah, it's possible. It is possible.
So if he comes in at the same time as everybody else, sort of slap bang in the middle, he's going to get possibly get caught up in some hefty traffic.
Yeah.
So you know, if he comes in a lap later, he's got the gap. Let's be honest, he's got the massive gap between him and P2 as it stands.
40
seconds to go. Yeah. Obviously, Sharon will be P2 after the round of pit stops.
Just got still pits now in P5. Yep, no one's looking to overtake. So yep. So Sharon with a very quick pit stop. Plabini is now into the pits as well. Callum has just come out behind Maggio, behind Sharon. So he's actually leapfrogged Maggio in the pit stops. Wow. So he managed to come back out in P6.
Okay. Wow, interesting. But, sorry, DB Racing, cruising in P8 and Puffa was gone. Sorry. Again, the server obviously hasn't gone down. It seems to have been a few people, including us on spectator, just got kicked. I generally don't know what happened there, so apologies for that. I don't know. We'll check the sys logs to see if there was a spike. But there'll
be a post-mortem afterwards about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Callum Jones has actually leapfrogged Zanchi as well.
Okay.
So once we get McCutcheon, Sala and Davida out the way, it looks like Callum Jones is sitting in P3. However, he's got 3/10 between him and Zanchi just now, and that Ferrari is looking mighty quick. Right on the bumper of the Mustang, literally could touch the rear diffuser at the moment, so this really could be, although saying that, coming out onto the straight, release that beast of an engine, and he certainly does. Yeah, he just gets away.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, are you still there?
Yep,
Okay, sorry, so really quiet for a split second.
That's not like me.
No, but really quiet. Edvardson is still out, by the way. He's not gone into the pits yet. He's unless he's going to go into the pits now. Oh my god, literally, he's just gone into the pits.
Just gone into the pits.
Yeah, literally.
So that's that's interesting. So at the moment, Sharon is 1 minute and 13 seconds behind. I think Everson's going to come out with plenty of time.
Oh yeah, of course.
If, you know, even if it was a minute from the entrance to the exit of the pit, it would still leave time for him.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Halfway down. Yep. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. No, so it's about 1:10 or anything between 1:04 to 1:10 actually in the pits. So full pit time from start to finish, I think. So yeah, it should be absolutely fine.
Sharon's just coming down to the tight left-hand hairpin on the back straight. So Everson's obviously still shown as stationary, but I think he's probably going to have maybe 10 seconds gap.
Oh no, he's not off the jacks yet, and Sharon is.
Yeah, no, he's off the jacks.
No, he is.
Now.
No, he's off now. Yeah, my god, he's going so much. He's got the whole straight as a gap, isn't it? So
although it does take a bit of time to build up speed, but
yeah, exactly, yeah.
And he does now have a back marker directly in front of him, so yeah, 12 seconds. It wasn't far off.
No, exactly.
How wide can Callum Jones make that Mustang for the next 33.5 minutes?
I know. But hopefully Maggio catches to the back of...
he's not far behind. Yeah,
no,
he's 9/10 at the moment. Now he's coming up to turn 1 with a back marker. Callum's not one to be known for flashing lights, but in this circumstance, I think we would probably go full Hayden on the back marker. But the back marker beautifully moves out the way. Huge thank you to that back marker who had enough sense to just move out the racing line and allow these three past. This is definitely a fight for P3, and I have to say it's a mighty fight, because the top, even the problem, I mean, I'm thinking just now I would be with Zeta or Brandon down nearer the back if I was racing, because this pack is such a strong field. It's just mind blowing.
Honestly, mate. Honestly, I've never seen such a competitive. I guess that's just where we are now, isn't it? Where the sort of drivers that we are attracting to race here. Like, I'm the same as you, mate. I'd be sort of 16, 17. Oh no!
Oh, he's tapped the back of a car he was racing.
Griffiths? Yeah, Griffiths. Yeah. Oh, Davida.
Yeah, I don't know. It was right coming into the apex of the corner, so...
Do you think Davida didn't maybe expect the braking point of the Ferrari?
Well, that's what I was thinking, but he closed up, and it was when the Ferrari was going into the apex, was it just slight enough room that Davida had his nose just at the back bumper, but unfortunately...
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Davida, that's probably your fault, mate, to be honest.
Which is unusual. That is unusual to see Davida make two mistakes in a race and end up with penalties, but I think that will be another one as well coming his way.
That was a sort of I've left the door open ever so slightly. Davida's gone, okay, thank you, but then not actually fully committed to the move. That's how I read that.
I actually thought it was a back marker, the way both were moving into the corner, but then I realised there was racing for position, so... Yeah, still watching Callum Jones, who is doing a sterling job with that Mustang just now by just being consistent and just being quick enough that 296 cannot take any advantage, and McLaren's actually dropping behind.
He is.
He was 9/10 behind. He's now lost another 8/10 at the moment. Yeah, I mean, Edvardson is just maintaining a steady lead just now with 12 seconds.
Gap, isn't he? And just,
Mr. George Stevens looks like he's going to go for this. Is he? He's shown himself in the mirror.
Too far back. Yeah, he's going to wait, I think, because go again.
It's unusual to see him in a 296.
No, it's his new favourite car.
Oh, is that his new favourite car?
Yeah, George was in VC the other day, and he was saying, I've literally fallen in love with the 296. Like, he's genuinely fallen in love with that car, so...
That's really good. See, when you love a car, it's not like practice. It just... Oh, God, he disappeared there and then reappeared.
Oh yeah, what happened? What happened there? I generally think there are some issues going on with not the server but the connection to
Connections.
UK
So,
because
Marson,
oh
sorry, on you go.
no, I was just going to say everyone that got disconnected seemed to be UK only.
All right, okay.
Finley's UK based.
Yeah.
Brandon's in the UK, I
Brandon's,
believe.
yeah.
Me and you are in the UK. So yeah, DB Racing. I'm not sure who you are, but they're in the UK too. So
Yeah.
it seems, and if George is having a few intermittent connection issues,
Mm-hmm.
although his ping looks absolutely, I mean the server looks like it's running perfectly. So I wonder if it's just a glitch somewhere.
Yeah, a glitch in the matrix. Marsonis has been disqualified.
Oh.
Now, I don't know what that's for. Is that maybe excessive speeding in the pits or something?
Normally we would remove the disqualification, us here at Toga, and we would give him a time penalty.
Yeah.
So
he's 5 laps behind at the moment, but Davide's now received a 5-second penalty for that.
Oh, I tell you what, he's got away with. I think Davide's got away with that.
He does, because he didn't wait.
No,
that's the thing.
Unless that's going to be upgraded to a 10.
Steward's room got disconnected too.
Wow. I'm surprised, but I love Davide to bits. But yeah. I would.
Maybe it was a rush of blood to the head. Maybe it was whatever it was.
He just wasn't. For me, Davide just didn't seem confident enough to go for the 10.
Yeah.
That's maybe being a bit too cautious on what will actually happen. So
and that's the thing about racing with new people that you've never raced with before. You don't have the same trust as the likes of Hayden and myself would racing against each other, because we know how each other drive. We know our strong points, or maybe not so strong points, and so it can be a little bit daunting when you don't know how the driver's going to behave, and that's when, if you're behind them for several laps, you're trying to study them, where they're braking, study where they're turning in, seeing if they're ending up with oversteer in certain corners, or if they leave a gap enough to let you in, then things like that. So yeah, it is very unusual. Maybe Davide's just having one of those days. But
let's get it all out tonight, Davide.
That's it, exactly. We don't need that tomorrow. And it's going to be strange seeing Davide racing in a McLaren.
Bloody, sorry, excuse my French, it's OP car. That's what you guys would be loving life.
It's not when I'm behind the wheel, that's for sure.
No, you should be fine.
What time's the race tomorrow? Is it?
So it's 6 p.m. our time.
6 p.m. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to spend the day practicing.
Yeah, well, I'm actually really busy tomorrow, so I'm gonna get so literally after this race finishes in half an hour, I'm gonna grab myself a quick drink and sit for probably another hour, just doing some practice around Monza, just to try and learn the. I mean, I'm pretty comfortable in the BMW because I'd done the 6 or 8 hours of Monza when it was that terrible rain, so I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously, I've never raced with Reese before, so that's going to be a new.
That's going to be a new partnership.
Yeah, so I just need to. If I can get my lap times okay, then everything else should be fine.
Yeah,
I'm going to do this second stint tomorrow because obviously dad stuff, but I'll be I'm more. I don't really care where we finish. Tomorrow is all about the Toga Academy and the guys getting across the line. That's
and I think it's a strong connection, because I think Marek is racing with Kevin Pakiri, maybe? Is that
I think so, yeah.
Emerius, who are you racing with tomorrow? He's like, oh, did you just say some driving after stream on Monza?
Yes, Emerius, yes. Sorry, is it Easton Denton Jones? Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I've completely missed you. He said, hello, just crossed over your live and got interested in if this is a racing league and if I could join. Yes, 100%. It is a racing league, and you may, of course, join it if you so wish. We are on PC though, so I'm not sure if that changes anything for you. But if you click on our profile on TikTok, you'll get our Linktree account. Just select Discord, obviously join our Discord. You'll find our SimGrid profile is where our races are hosted. Take your pick, take your fancy, and get involved, mate. 100%.
And if you lost anything there's a video on our YouTube channel about how to join American Mustang races. So
yeah, we have every basis covered.
Absolutely. Just make sure you're following us on SimGrid. It's free to sign up for an account. It's the only thing I was wrong with in the video, so I need to record another one with the correct information. Oh, now this could be interesting. Toga Esports against Toga Esports back marker.
Oh, is there?
Callum's behind Davida just now.
Oh dear.
So I mean, David is a really good driver. He'll know exactly who's behind him, and things like that. He immediately. Now I don't know if that was a deliberate move there from David.
No, I think break himself there.
I don't know if that was deliberate or not, but certainly, yeah. Oh, David! Dearie me! Oh, now. Who was at fault there?
That's going to be an interesting one for the stewards. Do you want my opinion?
Go for it.
I think that was the Ferrari's fault.
I think it was as well. Davida had every right just to go. The only thing I would say is he went wide into the... I don't know if he takes a late apex there, but he went wide, allowing a little bit of gap. But I do think that was Zanche's fault this time.
I've just watched it back, and you can't take that corner that tight.
No.
So obviously how we saw it is that Davide moved across to try and open up the corner to be able to take it. Now, we did say in the driver briefing that blue flags isn't a F1 style where you move out the way straight away. You know, you've got to be predictable. If Davide tried anything else there, he would have been unpredictable, causing more of a contact. So we'll see how this gets penalised here.
That is interesting. I think it's a little bit like car insurance. If you run into the back or you hit the back of somebody's car, you're at fault. It's regardless.
You're at fault.
And I think racing is like that as well. Unless you're side by side, wheel to wheel, mirror to mirror. Davide had every right to take that corner. I know we're good friends with Davide and things like that, but we have obviously called him out tonight for other incidents that he has been at fault for, but he wasn't at fault for that. When he was taking the racing line, yes, the Ferrari was needing past, but he could have got past here. That's where he could have got past. It wouldn't have held him up too much longer than it would have. So Callum now coming up behind him.
I mean, it's also the Ferrari might have thought, well, hang on a minute, the Ferrari of Davide did go deep into T3 to let the Mustang past. He probably thought, well, he's going to do exactly the same thing in T4. So, I mean, as much as I think it probably was the fault of the Ferrari, you know.
So I think it was a mistake by Davide going wide.
You think that was a mistake?
I think that was a mistake.
He got on the brakes too much.
Yeah, because
I can see that.
It just looked like to me he was still trying to drive the corner when Callum was coming up beside him. So unless he was just trying to make sure he wasn't going to lose too much time by letting the back markers past, but we can only surmise. I'm not a steward. Hayden's obviously done a lot of stewarding in the past, but it will be down to the stewards to decide, was that a racing incident, was it somebody at fault, and how much of a time penalty will they get? I mean,
Davide just moved. Oh, sorry, Davide just moves up to P13 now with a great move on Horvath. I think that is in the 41 Porsche. So it's Davide versus Barry next, but Barry has got quite a considerable 30-second gap between him and Davide now. So. But yeah, sorry, you go on. Sorry, I jumped over you.
No.
Oh, he got a 10-second penalty for that. There we go. Car 8, 10-second time penalty.
So Zanche's got a 10-second penalty for the collision with Davide. So yeah, that's Davide's only 2 seconds behind Barry.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. My race control. Sorry, no, it's my eyes and brain didn't work.
Is that third beers went to him? That's him. He's done.
No, I stopped because I thought I wanted to do some practice afterwards. So, I need to be some sort of a compass mentis, if you like.
I did the same in Rookie Wednesdays. To be fair, I got excited a few times and realised it was the wrong timings I was looking at. So it's easily done. It's
easily done. No, it is.
It
Well, it just shows how invested we are in this.
Exactly.
It's not like we're like, oh yeah, well Davide's passed. What's the name now?
George Stevens has got past Griffiths, but Griffiths is not letting him go. He's holding on for dear life to try and get... Oh, he's went wide there to try and get back P15. Don't know if he ended up with some dirty aero wash off of George's car.
Yeah, for sure there.
It's the worst time when you end up with huge understeer and no grip at all. But George driving... It
stimulates it really well, doesn't it?
It does.
Sorry,
it absolutely does, yeah. As much as anyone says this is a game, it's a simulator at the end of the day. You know, we saw it through COVID where actual GT3, GT4 drivers in the SRO championships were actually racing using this simulator stroke game for championship points as much as they were for the real racing that they were doing as well. So yeah, absolutely. So I mean that's going to be interesting. So Zanche is going to end up P8, P7 or P8 with that 10 seconds.
That is such a big drop from P4, isn't it?
Absolutely. Blimey. And it shows you how close everyone is. Yeah,
100%. And that Davide now is literally driven onto the back of that engine of Barry now. Is that right? 0.9 the gap between Barry and
9 tenths between them.
9 tenths, yeah, wow. Davide is really getting the toe down. Barry's not having a very good time in the Porsche by the looks of it. 45.4
and obviously
for Barry last time around.
I mean, it is heating up slightly. It's went up 1 degree from that, but
yeah, literally Davide is driving up the back. Like it's now 0.5 the gap.
Yep.
So Barry must be struggling in the second stint with tyres. Then whether he's, you can just look at the racing line that they're both taking. Yep. Davide is literally powering through.
Oh, Barry goes really deep.
Yeah, he's struggling, Barry. I think big
absolutely.
time.
I don't know if he's got. Is that damage in the back of his car?
I thought that. I did think that. Or is that? Is that damage?
Or is it?
What's that
part? Is it part of the paint job? What is going on here?
No, I think it. What the hell has happened? Has Barry's had a engine malfunction? I'm literally looking at it now. It looks like a weird.
I've never seen anything from that ever in ACC before. Like it does look like oil. I wonder if he's blown his engine again. Because
I simulated in ACC. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, I wonder if he's got a yellow engine management light. Let's jump on board and find out if it sounds any different to.
There's no way. If that has done that, that's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. It absolutely is. Like, I'm half convinced it's part of the livery and half convinced it's not.
Yeah, same. But he's a lot slower. So that lap time was a 45.3. Davide does a 45.0 last time around. So that's a big chunk of time difference. That
absolutely.
I mean, the car a bit oversteering.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
That's job done already.
Yep,
yeah,
that's it. Thank you very much.
Well, yeah, that's done. Unfortunately, Davide has just got the much better car there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Barry's got no reply at all.
Looks like Brandon Fuller that are coming up to lap next. And ironically, it's Davide's spent a lot of time working with Brandon. So, yeah, it'll be a little bit bittersweet for Davide to be doing that. But Brandon's such a nice guy. He really is. And I know David has really enjoyed working with him. We had a great chat. We also was getting a little bit of coaching. Griffiths has got past George Stevens.
Well, is George going to go for it? George is going to go for it, I think.
He is.
He is. He's
alongside. Side by side.
That's really good driving.
That is good driving. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. And it cost George in the end, but he had to do it. It was like you're already committed through just the nature of the corners. So
I wonder if George is going to go for a send here. No, I don't think he's too far back.
I don't think has George ever done a send. He's such a polite guy.
Nah, George of old would 100% send it.
Would he? Right, okay.
Yeah. George is another one that's actually improved so much in terms of racecraft since
good.
first joining Toga. Like,
Yeah.
he is, he's loving it. He's such a, he's so committed, George. It's ridiculous.
If you, just because we're talking about George, if anyone on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube wants to hear more about our drivers, more about Hayden, more about the people that work behind the scenes, we have a Togcast, which is podcast, but we've renamed it for ourselves, on YouTube and also on Spotify. You can pick it up, just search for Toga on Spotify, or if you look on the Toga YouTube site, the channel, you'll see that there's a podcast in there, and George is one of the last people I spoke to learn more, and his family's actually got a real history with motorbike racing back at the end of World War II, and it's really interesting. So if you like podcasts, please go give us a follow over there, and we'll be bringing more to you very soon.
Yeah, we definitely should get more of those up and running. Obviously, I know it takes a bucket load of your time.
No,
to sit there and chat.
It's just trying to figure out schedules, because I think certainly Zita, she's got kind of stuff going on. I know her partner works from home during the day, so it's difficult for her to do things during the day. And the other person, whose name escapes me, he's a guy that works for Alpine.
Ryan O'Sullivan.
Yes, so waiting on trying to sort out a schedule with him. If you are in Toga family and Toga Motorsport, and you would like to do a Togcast, if you go to our Discord, there's a very simple way of going about it, and we can have a chat and see. It looked very much like it was close to track limits there from Griffiths, but he's pulling away from George now, so everybody kind of drive through for Sharon. P2 has got a drive through. Callum Jones is going to collect a P2 in the next. Wow, that must be for track limits.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow. And that is so. Wow.
They should be riding on board with Sharon. Is it going to be blue inside that cockpit of that car?
I think it will be, because they've literally just crossed the start-finish line. That must have been in the last corner. They got their third track warning cut. Wow. Ouch. So not only does P2 have a drive-through, P4 has got 10-second penalty. This is shaping up for very, very good for Maggio and Callum Jones.
Wow, yeah, that Callum's going to somehow, with the raw speed of that, GT3 Mustang, he's going to come home and finish second.
He's only 5 seconds behind Sharon at the moment. And obviously a drive-through we have talked about. So it must be at least 30-35 seconds for a drive-through, I would think, if it's just over a minute.
I would say about that's probably the right time. Yeah.
So that is actually, that means they might still hold on to P3. They are literally 30 seconds ahead of Zanche just now. So if they can do a bit of a quali lap going back in, but in the last 10 minutes to get a drive through, it is heartbreaking. Yeah,
I mean, can you imagine the swear words that you'd be saying if you did a drive through?
I'm sure there's some being made up. He actually misses the apex altogether.
I wonder if that's just the emotion coming out.
He is coming into the pits.
Off he goes. Yeah.
And
you
careful. Just saw Callum at the last corner. Callum still obviously has Zanche behind, but Zanche is 2.1 seconds.
So Sharon then is.
So Sharon is now.
A lot of time.
Yeah. So Maggio. So P5, P6. Is she going? She, just because the name's Sharon. Yeah. So P6, P7.
And P7. Oh my god, they're gonna come out all that traffic.
Yeah, they are literally got 3 cars barreling towards them, so they're now going to lose another 3 places, 2 places maybe, if they can. No,
is that right? Or are they back markers? They look like back markers. That's Zeta.
That's Zeta. Yep, that's Zeta. So P8 is where Sharon has ended up from that drive-through. So way down. on that. I wonder, Zanche has gained a bit of time on Callum, so I wonder if Zanche realises that he could be fighting for P2 now if he gets on the back of Callum.
Let's do a bit of maths. So, where is it here then? To the leader. Sorry, bear with me one sec. I'll be able to tell you. Let's have a look. See. So to the leader, Maggio is Zanucci is 30 seconds. Who are we looking for here?
I don't know what you're trying to calculate.
Maggio there's only 4 seconds.
Yeah, so that's 5, 6. I think the P5, sorry, is where
P5 is 40 seconds, so it's 11 seconds or 10 seconds now. The gap between P3 and P5. Yep, I think so
approximately. So yeah, they are going to fall back behind. Yeah. So I mean, Callum really doesn't need to push. No. I know it doesn't sound very sporty or racing, but bring the car home. There's just under 9 minutes left. They'll just keep the car consistent.
Flag?
Oh, sorry, stop go 20 for Morganella. That's one that's been issued by the stewards, is it not? You don't get a stop go 20 for anything else.
No, that'll be a steward decision, no doubt.
I'm just waiting on the update on Discord for it. That's the... What lap are we on? Lap 40. So, I have to say, after lap 2, it was quite spread out, any incidents that they had to actually issue penalties for, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, like I say, the first few laps were a bit carnage, but I think you'd sort of accept that with a brand new championship.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, everyone's, like you say, learning each other, how they race, new people driving. So it's like, okay, you know, we're going to get, hopefully it will go away for next week. I mean, I'll be honest, the championship that I've decided to do is the tracks are, how do I put it? Different, to say the very least. Okay. We go Barcelona to one track, then we go to somewhere like Alton Park for the next round. So we are literally going through some pretty hefty tracks.
Alton
as
Park,
Sharon gets up past who's that? Goajello? How you pronounce it?
Guaglio.
Yeah.
No, still side by side, but it looks like Sharon has got the inside line, but as Giaglio has
shut that door.
He has shut that door. Yeah,
he should get him here now. He definitely should get him here. But yeah, Zolder next week, then Alton Park, Red Bull Ring, Imola, and then we finish off with the hill at Mount Panama.
Wow.
Yeah, Bathurst for the final round.
Really
I put it on the final round because obviously we had a lot of people not race the final round last year.
Yeah.
So they make contact. That was a little door bang. I'm sure they'll get away with that. They'll get a racing incident, no doubt, from the stewards.
Drive through for Barry. Barry's got a drive through for track limits. Wow.
We definitely need to find out with Barry if that's supposed to be like that for that car.
Yeah. Because I'm sure, I think that's probably a free livery that you're allowed to use. Because Samuel Brackstad had the exact same, but his was green for some of the championships he was in. But yeah, that's Morganella is now into the pits to serve the penalty. Still nothing on Discord about a stop go with 20, so...
I'm not sure how you get a stop go 20 in the race.
I think the minimum you can get is a stop go 30. I'm sure a stop go 20 is steward given instead.
Yeah, because a short stop go 30 means you sped in the pit lane, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Let me just have a look. We go. So I'm about to tell you. Just got the spreadsheet open in front of me. So, no, it's not on the.
I wonder.
No, that's not on. It's not on the list. How have they got a stop go 20 then?
Reese is saying a stop go 20 wasn't given by the stewards, so what's...
How did they get a stop go 20 then, Reese?
Yeah.
Well, I guess the only person we'll know by that is the driver, really,
Yeah,
won't we? So
Morganell.
I
Morganell,
thought a stop.
I was just wondering if it was a second punishment for track limits. But I thought it was a stop go 30. Oh, it was an in-game for him cutting the final chicane using the current F1 section. Ah.
That's why then.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't realise they gave you a stop go 20 for that. That's
No,
interesting.
I didn't realise
that's,
that either.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I thought they would have given a stop go 30 for that or whatever. Yeah, not. I thought that was. Okay, fair enough. So you get penalised for cutting the circuit, basically.
Yeah. I suppose because there's such a big advantage you would gain out of doing that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Maybe he races Formula One and his mind just had a brain melt and he thought he was.
It is possible.
Yeah.
It does happen, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. We're just watching a leader coming up to the back of Davide Mandolese, so that's up to P13 have been lapped at the moment.
Wow.
Edvardsen is just he's just driving in his own world. Neither did we until it happened at this track during a 2.4 a few weeks ago. Oh, okay. You live and learn every day's a school day.
Can we just say, we just give like a couple of seconds on how well Dan Edvardsen has driven?
Outstanding. Flawlessly.
I did not think he was going to be pole. Obviously, when I saw the lap from Sharon earlier on, I thought, well, here we go. Obviously, these guys are going to be quick. I didn't see a lap time from Dan at all, so I think he's done an absolutely fantastic job. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, absolutely. There was only 1/100th of a second between the two of them.
But it's just his race pace. It's just absolutely,
absolutely. Oh,
driven the wheels off that.
Yep.
Yeah, Davide sees him coming a mile off and just. Davide's in a bit of a clear zone now, isn't he? With no one really around him, so
driving his own race.
Yeah. So we got 2.5 or 3 minutes to go. A couple more laps, I imagine, in this. Bit of an anti-climax, don't you think, Matt?
Yeah. Do you know what? I think the drive-through in the 10 seconds for Zanchi have kind of thrown a spanner in the works.
Yeah.
In certain ways, but I think it's made it more interesting at the end of the day because it was almost roles reversed. So Zanchi before pits, Zanchi was second, Maggio was third, and Callum Jones was fourth. And it's just all been mixed up, and I don't know what's going on, but there's a lot of glitching going on in the game now. So, but yeah, and to see Davide make a couple of errors like that's unusual as well. But it certainly has. I think we had all the excitement at the start, and probably half an hour before the end. But it's all kind of calmed down. But don't get me wrong, Edvardsen's last lap was a 143.9. He's the only one who's in the 143s for this entire race.
Yeah, I mean, on over a one lap route shootout, if you like, in quali, everyone was kind of close, but people's race pace has just not materialised anywhere near as good as it, apart from Dan's. So it's. I was expecting it to be a bit closer grid, but Zolder's at the next one. I think that's going to be a very, very different race. Hopefully we can get some stewards around for that. Unfortunately, I won't be around for next week's race, I'm afraid. I can possibly make up for it on Wednesday if we can get someone in to fill my place. I'm off to Butlins for a mini holiday with the family. So
Butlins, you can't beat it.
Well, we can't. Obviously, we was going to go to Centre Parks, but we missed out on the last lodge. Literally by a couple of hours of me going to book it. So we went to Butlins to save half the price.
Yeah, I was going to say remortgage a house just to go to Centre Parks.
Yeah, I know. We'll do that next year at some point. But so I'm actually. I've done it. I've planned it well, so I'm only missing out on this next round, so next week's race, and the big Toga Bash, which isn't going to be commentated or stewarded anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll be back for the 10 hours of Suzuka the following week.
Nice.
So there was a chance I was going to be around for that. Yeah. Yeah, so I've managed to swing it in my favour ever so slightly. So
nice.
But yeah, so yeah, unfortunately, Mac, you might be on your own unless we can get a fill in from
No,
someone.
That's okay.
So David or someone.
I'm going to miss a bash as well because that's my track day up at Ingliston race
Oh,
circuit,
very
where
nice.
I get to drive 3 different cars round the track for an entire day. So I'm looking forward to that.
I love that.
I've also been
Love that.
invited by Mercedes to go down to Mercedes World in England and drive my very own, not my own car, but a car exactly like mine round the track for an hour with a
Oh wow.
specialist Mercedes trained
Yeah.
driver.
Look, see if you can get some video. That'd be good for a little YouTube video.
Certainly the Ingliston.
Hang on, and Dan wins the race.
Yeah, I know. Wait a minute. Hold your paw. Right, and he's won the race. Okay, so back to.
Has the server gone for you?
No, it's still here.
Oh, this. I've just been punted out.
Dan's dropped to 11th, and Callum's won, but I think that's race control maybe having some. Oh, there we go. It's back to normal again. Huge congratulations to the man that didn't feature much in the race because he just basically drove his own race, drove consistently, ended up 26 seconds ahead of Callum Jones, which is no mean feat. And
yeah, Callum's a good driver. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Zanucci's obviously P3, but he's going to get bumped back, isn't he, to P? What did we say? P5 or P6?
P5 or P6. They're going to end up. So that's 7. Yeah. So P5. I think they'll end up overall with the penalty. But Sharon's got a 5-second penalty.
Oh.
For car 2 for causing a collision with car 12 in lap 44, which was 2 laps ago. Oh.
Oh, we must have missed that when we were waffling.
We absolutely. So it's hard to say now because we've all kind of bunched up together. We can't actually see what the times were for coming over the line, but that was.
Apparently we still got Salah not crossed the line. Oh, now they have.
They have now, yeah.
Yeah. We're just waiting on Ganley and Zeta to cross the finishing line, and then we will be completely finished. Zeta has just squashed it.
Squashed.
Squashed it. So where did? Let's go back to the garage then. So Zanucci actually finished P4. He managed to stay 4th in the end, so he only lost 1 place. So Maggio takes the final podium place. So it's Adverton, Jones, and then Maggio, the top 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, what a race! What a race!
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So so they do have GoPros in the cars for Ingliston, and I think you can pay for the footage afterwards as well. So I mean, it's like a full day because you get the person takes you out in the car first. I can't even remember the 3 cars. I think one of them's a Porsche.
Oh wow!
They had new ones in that were, I'm sure it was a Porsche GT3 RS, but you had to pay like £100 extra to drive it. Like,
well, for insurance.
Yeah, well, no, just for the luxury of it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's luckily I've got insurance. I've got the insurance came with the policy, or that came with the voucher. So, but it's going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to it. And then, as I say, I've got Mercedes. I might leave the Mercedes world to next year, and go down kind of start of summer next year and rally a car bout. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, we do have a couple of people in the interview waiting area.
Oh, nice.
So we'll make it brief. We'll bring in our second place Callum first. There we go.
Well, that was a race and a half, Callum.
Yes, it was very, very interesting.
That was. I don't want to say luck because you still had to be consistent all the way through the race to be able to pick up kind of where you did get. But what was it like when you saw the penalty coming in when you were sitting in P3?
It was honestly a big relief. Obviously, as you probably saw, I was driving so hard with that Ferrari behind me. I had that Ferrari behind me essentially for the whole race.
Yep.
Yeah.
Until obviously he gave me a little touch into T5. obviously had to work my way back through. And then seeing the penalty for the track limits for P2 was just like, wow, is this kind of really happening? Because Barcelona, honestly, is one of my worst tracks for luck. Like sometimes I have pace, most of the time I don't. Today, obviously, was pulled that qualifying lap out of nowhere, and just luck was for once on my side at this track, I guess.
Well, luck does take a part, but as I say, you have to be consistent all the way through the race to be in a position to pick up spots like that. So, exactly. I mean, it wasn't at one point looking good. You ended up down in P6 at one point. Were you having issues, or was that when you got tapped?
That was after I got tapped by the Ferrari that finished behind. Yeah, and obviously he got 5 seconds for that, so I jumped him in the pits. But then coming out of the pits on the cold tyres, I had a Mustang moment and it spat me in the wall. So I lost the kind of little gap that I had, so obviously I had to hold him off again.
Man.
But the two cars are so different. It was just a coming together of obviously no real braking or turning in the Mustang, and the Ferrari, as you know, on the nose is really good.
Yeah. Well, that's what we were saying, that the cars are just completely different in terms of build, setup, and drivability. It's just, they're completely different. So nice practice for tomorrow's race then? Are you feeling prepped and ready to go?
I'm excited for the 4 hour tomorrow. 8 hour. I want it to be 8 hours.
Yeah, Christ.
I'm not doing that on my own. But yeah, 4 hours of Monza, I'm really, really looking forward to. Hopefully can get a repeat or one place better for you guys tomorrow.
That'd be amazing, mate. That'd be so good. That'd be really good. Well, congratulations on the P2. I bet as much as you want to say it was all skill, that little bit of luck really helped you this evening. So, yeah. But before you go, did you have any connection issues with the in-game or anything tonight?
No, I didn't. No, everything was fine on my end.
Okay. Oh, it's just we both had a disconnect halfway through the race, so we thought everyone had got booted out. But seems to be a localized issue between a small set of people.
The McLaren in P3 early on in the race that I think disconnected, which was a shame.
Yeah, we lost a couple of cars, I think, which is really unfortunate. But okay, no worries at all. All right, mate. Well, we'll both speak to you tomorrow. In fact, in the insurance. But for everybody else, we'll see you next week at Zolder.
I look forward to watching the race back.
Yes, 100%.
Cheers. See you later, Callum.
Bye
bye.
Right. Okay. I think this person needs a bit of a talking to about his driving skills. What on earth are you playing at, Barrier?
That was a horrible race for me.
Was it?
I got 2 drive-throughs for track limits. I kept braking them at the last corner, coming out of the chicane. I kept putting the power down too early and just breaking the track limits, and then the chicane was at turn 6 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
There's once or twice I'm convinced it didn't break track limits, but it still gave me a warning anyway.
Oh yeah.
That old story.
Before you carry on, Barry, we must be breaking the internet right now because we've got the 3 best commentators on the
internet.
Absolutely.
Everything's crashed.
Carry on.
So can I ask, before you actually talk about anything else, see the back of the livery of your car? Is it deliberate it looks like oil, or was it actually oil?
I don't know. I think it's like progressive as the race goes on.
It genuinely looked like it was oil coming out your...
Engine was fine.
Right.
I was listening to the stream and you were debating whether it was my engine blowing up, and I was like, no, not this time.
Not this time.
It looked weird. Like, if I go on, I'm on the replay now, I'm on the replay of your car on lap, I don't know what it is, and you're fine. Your car has not got that crap all over the back of it.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's so weird. And
I've noticed this before. I've noticed it before, but I just sort of didn't question it.
And then it just slowly appears. I mean, I don't think it actually. No, I think that's a lie. I don't think it will show in the replay. It must be a in-game thing only. But we just put it down to the fact that you had a yellow engine or something along those lines. But clearly not.
I was just struggling with the car. I didn't get any time for practice this week, so my practice was 30 minutes before quali.
Love that.
And of course, it being Barcelona as well, one of my worst tracks. I just couldn't put the car together, especially in the last half. Davide was right behind me, and I was like, "I'm gonna race him because we're fighting for position. I'm not just gonna let him by." But the car just would not stay in a straight line.
Brilliant.
It kept sliding through the corners. I was like, "No, I'm gonna end up taking Davide out. I'm just gonna let him by." But no, I could have been near the top. Could have been fighting for top 10 had I not got drive-throughs.
Yeah.
I won't worry, mate. You about Zolder
Yeah.
next week. You more confident with Zolder?
Yeah, compared to Barcelona, I prefer
Okay.
Zolder, especially in the Porsche. The Porsche likes Zolder.
Yeah, exactly. He should be much better. Well, by the
Hopefully.
sounds of it, you need to go and grab yourself a drink and maybe a little lie down by the. You sound deflated. Don't worry about it.
I'm just knackered. I started a new job last week, obviously, so it's been 2 weeks of like getting really up to speed.
Yeah.
My head just melted. So that's why I sound deflated. I actually enjoyed the race.
That's good.
I just hadn't the pace to
That's
keep
good.
up.
That's good. Oh well. Maybe you might be able to get some more practice in for Zolder next week if you can.
That's the hope. I hope so.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
No,
and
that's all good.
yeah, so well, have a great one, mate. Get some rest, and I hope you'll be cheering on England on Sunday.
I'll be cheering on Spain. Is what you mean?
Yeah, all right. See you, mate. Thank you very much.
See you.
Oh, we seem to have lost Barry somehow. I don't know how that happened.
What, for the championship or for the whole Discord?
Last one, we've got Mr. Davide Mandalisi. Good evening, Davide.
Someone else that needs a telling off for tonight's racing.
Good evening, guys.
How are you?
Could have been better.
And the
I did a lot of mistakes this race. It wasn't really my best race, to be honest.
in the year that I've been with Toga, I have never seen a red penalty beside your name until tonight, and I saw two. Like, I just thought there was some glitch in the matrix.
Yeah, thanks. I think you don't have like the best memory, because if you think about it, in the rookies I did got a couple of penalties that. Yeah. No, I mean I get what you say, but this wasn't my best race. As I said, I have done a couple of stupid mistakes, and I'm very sorry for the guys that I took out, because obviously, I mean, I still don't think it's 100% my fault, but still it is my fault. So I'm gonna take like.
I totally agree with what you're saying. By the way, we were just, I don't know if you had us on in the background whilst you were racing, but we were basically just saying it almost felt like you didn't have confidence in the driver that you were battling, that you knew that you was going to go up the inside and overtake. It's almost like you hesitated for that split second, which then caused that driver to think, well, hang on, he's not going to come past me now. I'll move across to take the racing line. And you just made contact. I think if that was me, or if that was Barry, or that was Mac, you would have known that we weren't going to shut the door on you, and you were clearly going to come past. So, I totally agree with it. You not thinking it's all your fault, but then on the flip side, I can see why you've taken the penalty and taken the punishment.
Yeah, absolutely. I still caused the collision, and
Yes.
it's still the responsibility of the guy behind that is overtaking to make sure that the overtake is safe. So
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't do it completely, and still I take my penalties, obviously, and I agree with those. It's just a little bit disappointing, because, as you said, when you really don't know the level of the people that you're fighting, and also you don't really know how to fight, it's very, very difficult to be around of these people, and for both the guys that are involved, obviously, and it just ended up this way. I'm very sorry about what I've done, but I'm sorry for the people that I took out, and that's it.
That's hats off to you, mate. That's really good. So apart from that, you were happy with how the car was, and
I mean, yeah, I think I've always hated like how the BMW handles around Barcelona, but I think with Dario we've managed to do a couple of tweaks to the setup, and not recently, but the last time we did, they worked out, and today we had to adjust something for today because the really cold temperatures are really painful for the right tires, because you don't really load that much heat into the tires that are on the right,
Yeah.
because of the nature of the track, obviously. And with normally that shouldn't be a big issue, but with 10 degrees, 12 degrees, it is. And today I've had, I think, one of my best races in terms of just how I was connected to the car, even though I have had what was that? I think 9 seconds of damage, something like that. I was able to do a lap that was around 3 or 4 tenths of my quali lap, which means that obviously I had a little bit more in quali and I didn't do it, but still in the race I almost matched the pace that I had in quali with more fuel and more damage. So it means that I really like I improved overall from the start to the end of the race.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, understood. Well, it's a good job. It's good that you're back in the car. Obviously, we're back again tomorrow for some more racing.
Yeah,
so
the same mistakes happen.
no, get them all out now. It's fine. And hopefully for you and Mac, you're behind mine and Reese's car for tomorrow. So have a great rest of your evening, Davida. Thank you for racing, mate. Really do appreciate it. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Take care. Bye-bye.
I will. Bye-bye. Good night.
We do have Zeta here as well. David Canton, I don't know if it was maybe 2 or 3 got disconnected. Certainly myself and Hayden were disconnected from spectators. As I say, they'll Hayden and Dex and that will look into it, and if there's any update they can give, then they will indeed. Here we go with the lovely Zeta.
I'm going to be happy.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Oh, hello. No, I did not expect that. Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't realise you were in the middle of a conversation.
That's all right. I'm sure I've done it to many people.
Oh dear. How was your race, Zeta?
Oh, good. My internet held up.
That's good.
I think the last couple of times you've done any streaming or anything, it's blinked on us. So that was a bonus.
Well, count yourself lucky, because some folk got kicked out the server.
Yeah. We came home in like 22nd, and we saw the list at the end of it. It's like, how many didn't finish?
I know, yeah. We don't know what went on there, but is Barcelona a strong track for you?
I mean, I was looking forward to it, and I was looking forward to it just not being 1,000,000 degrees and melting your tyres. Except the opposite was true. I've ended up graining the tyres out because they didn't have temperature.
Ah.
My left,
you
my
can't
right
win,
front
can you?
for the entire race was blue. It just refused to hold any temperature.
Yeah,
I left the pitch with like almost 27.5 pounds. At the end of the first lap, the out lap, it was down to 26.5.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And by the time the end of the stint came around, it was down to like 20, barely into the 26s.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That like, and you do expect Barcelona to be extremely hot, but I think Hayden was just trying something different so that people didn't have an excuse of their tyres were melting because it was as hot as the sun on track and things like that.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I mean, the night quali and what have you was good fun.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm happy to have finished.
That's good.
That's the main thing.
That's it. So it's Zolder next. How are you feeling for that?
Absolutely love the track. With
good.
that many cars, it's going to be carnage.
It's going to be carnage. It's going to be utter carnage. Like, we didn't expect a red flag tonight. I actually had to ask Hayden where we were watching the rookies because there was just
that was
chaos.
like there's so much space to have an accident at turn 1 at
Yeah.
Barcelona.
Yeah.
How like we were coming into the back of that from the
Yeah.
back of the grid, and it was just stacking up on us. It's like this has not gone well, and I just saw Barry and a whole pile of cars on the outside. I'm like, yeah, well done.
Yeah, but Barry was a 10-pin in a bowling alley, basically. So, but sorry, Barry R. Yeah, he does like to go off the grass sometimes. He enjoys a little detour. Okay, well, we'll let you go and calm down and chill out, and hopefully see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week.
Take care.
Thanks, Peter.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well. That was interesting. So
we had it all tonight, didn't we?
I did.
We had
a red flag.
talking rubbish, red flag, disconnects, drive through, stop go 20s.
Yeah.
Davide getting penalties that we've never seen before.
I feel like I'm in an alternate universe. I just feel as if like this isn't
I didn't like
real.
that myself.
Yeah, so if you have enjoyed our stream tonight, thank you very much. We do sometimes talk about what happens on the track now and again. But yeah, so make sure you follow us, you subscribe, you like, you throw Winnie the Poohs, whatever it is that goes on in the world out there. Thank you very much for your love and support. I'm going to leave Hayden to wrap it up, and I'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, lovely. Thanks, Mac. Yeah, I really appreciate everyone who's watched tonight. To all the stewards, obviously, to Mac for putting up with me for the last couple of hours. Really do appreciate everyone. We'll be back. Well, in fact, no, we haven't actually got no more races this week. We're actually all done for this week. But we, if you are intrigued about us talking about racing tomorrow, we will post it in Discord in general chat. We might be live on the Toga Esports channel on YouTube. So if you are watching us now, make sure you just search for, in fact, let me quickly find it whilst I waffle away. If you come over to our YouTube channel and search Toga Esports, we will try, and one of us will at least try and remember to stream over there. If it's me or it's Mac or it's somebody else, we will Toga Racing, I think it's called, in fact. We will stream one of our point of views if and when we can.
Absolutely.
Just drops it in the chat for you. There we go. Toga Esports, esports team. We'll go over there and we will stream our point of views. But yeah, apart from that, we'll see you at Zolder. Well, Mac will see you at Zolder next week. Unfortunately, I won't. But the next time you see me will possibly be on Wednesday for Rookie Wednesdays. Have a great weekend, everybody, and stay safe. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.